Hi friends, today we're going to talk about solving word problems about coins. So pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters. For those of you that do not remember or need a refresher, if it's a penny, it's worth 1 cent. Nickel is worth 5 cents. A dime, oops, I spelled nickel wrong, N-I-C-K-E-L. A dime is worth 10 cents, and a quarter is worth 25 cents. If you think you're going to forget that, then make sure you write that down. So for the same type of coin, the total value of a number of coins is found by using the model, however many coins there are times the value. So like if there was 10 pennies, it'd be 0.01 p, or 0.01 times 10. So let's look here. Jesse has a total of $3.02 worth of pennies and nickels in his piggy bank. The number of nickels is 3 more than 8 times the number of pennies. How many nickels and how many pennies does Jesse have? So we know then that nickels and pennies together .05 times the number of nickels plus 0.01 times the number of pennies is going to be $3.02. But then they're also telling me that the nickels is 3 more than 8 times the number of pennies. So I'm going to take my 8p plus 3 and plug it in for my n. So 0.05 times 8p plus 3 plus 0.01 times p is 3.02. And then if we simplify this, we're going to multiply both of these by 0.05, and that gives us 0.4p plus 0.15 plus 0.01p equals 3.02. 0.4p and 0.01p is 0.41p plus 0.15 is 3.02. Then if we subtract 0.15 from both sides, we get 0.41p equals 2.87 or $2.87. And then finally, dividing by 0.41, we get that the number of pennies is 7. And then we know the number of nickels is 8 times the number of pennies plus 3. So the number of nickels is 59. So our final answer then, 7 pennies and 59 nickels. Of course, we can always plug that back into the equation, right? Do 0.05 times 59 plus 0.01 times 7 and make sure that you get 3.02, and you will. All right, Jesse has $6.55 worth of quarters and nickels. So 0.25 times the number of quarters plus 0.05 times the number of nickels is $6.55. The number of nickels is 5 more than 2 times the number of quarters. So how many nickels and how many quarters does Jesse have? So again, I'm going to take my expression here for my nickels and plug it in for n. So we get 0.25q plus 0.05 times 2q plus 5 equals $6.55. Continuing to simplify here, 0.25q plus 0.01Q plus 0.25. Sorry, this isn't 0.01, it's 0.1. 0.1Q plus 0.25 equals $6.55. And I just got that from distributing here, multiplying both of those by 0.05. Combining my like terms, 0.25Q and 0.1Q will be 0.35Q plus 0.25 equals $6.55. Taking away 0.25 here, we would end up with 0.35Q equals 6.30. And then dividing both sides by 0.25. Or dividing both sides by 0.35. We would get that the number of quarters is 18, which then means the number of nickels is 2 times 18 plus 5, which is 41. So we have 18 quarters and 41 nickels. And again, you can put that back into the equation. You can do 0.25 times 18 plus 0.05 times 41, and you should get $6.55. All right, Elaine has $7 total in dimes and nickels in her coin jar. The number of dimes that she has is 7 less than 3 times the number of nickels. So we'll say 0.10D plus 0.05N equals 7. You can put 7.00, but you don't have to. You can just keep it as 7. And they're also telling me that the number of dimes is 7 less than 3 times the number of nickels. So taking this and plugging it in for D, we get 0.10 times 3N minus 7 plus 0.05N equals 7. And then we distribute this through. 0.30N minus 0.7 plus 0.05N equals 7. Combining my like terms here, 0.30N and 0.05N, we get 0.35N minus 0.7 equals 7. Adding 0.7 to both sides, we get 0.35N equals 7.7. And then dividing both sides by 0.35, we would get that N is 22. The dimes then is 3 times the number of nickels, minus 7. So the number of dimes is 59. My final answer then, 22 nickels and 59 dimes. All right, that's it for the coin problems.